number 7, Pirates Scorn. Okay. We got a very pirate themed song here. The verse is aggressive and quite folk metal. The chorus is so catchy and fun to sing along. Good use of keyboards, it really sticks out. The bridge provides us a nice lead to a guitar solo mixed with a guitar, I believe. Quite a short song, but hilarious ending. Love it. Lyrics. Alright, so I DuckDuckGo'd Quint Scurvy, and it's a pirate character in the Donkey Kong Country animated series, and there was an episode called The Legend of the Crystal Coconut. I'm not going to research any more details on the Donkey Kong thing right now, but it seems like this is slightly more violent version of that TV episode. It makes sense that Alestorm would add a relation to Donkey Kong in at least one song, since it has a similar album title. Pretty much a father telling a story to his son about his great-great-great-grandpa, Mr. Quint Scurvy, or I should say Captain Squid Scurvy. What the fuck did I say there? Captain Quint Scurvy, and how the legend of the Crystal Coconut haunted him since it was a treasure he couldn't get. Seems like Scurvy would kill people that did him wrong, though. Track on 1 out of 1. Track number 8, Shit Boat No Fans. Starts off with the chorus, very upbeat. I love how the first verse is sung, very different. Good use of the instruments throughout the song. It's even a shorter song and it's still fucking hilarious. Good work. Lyrics. Mocking a shitty pirate ship while stealing their treasure. Alestorm is threatening the captain and their crew by telling them that their tour manager, Kristoff, will drop a deuce on their lawn. Track on 1 out of 1. Track number 9. Pirate Metal Drinking Crew. Very old school heavy metal mixed with power metal, with a sprinkle, or maybe more of a sprinkle of pirate metal. Nice folk verse, good instrumentation, nice transition to the post verse. The chorus is pumping, man. You want to dance and sing along with 2 beers in your hands. Excellent addition of the dog bark again. Funny stuff. Bridge is a classic Alestorm folky folk metal. Lyrics. Showboating. They are the best pirate metal drinking crew. Track out of 1. Now track number 10. Wooden Lake Part 2. The Woodening. Pirate War theme with wind instruments and violins. Very interesting. Here we go. We have some modern power metal blast beats and speed. It's followed by a fantasy themed interlude. The verse is power metal a la max. Love the vocals in the verse. He is telling us an intense story. Post verse contains harsh vocals with solid instrumentals. Chorus is the classic lyrics from the original Wooden Leg song, but sung in a chantier version. Another interlude in this track has some MIDI like keyboards, which is a very interesting switch. Right into another power metal drum swinging interlude. This song is full of transitions, no joke. Now we have a breakdown with Japanese lyrics. And it jumps into another adventurous mid-tempo solo, followed by another breakdown, followed by the same breakdown with Spanish lyrics. And then it has another mid-tempo solo, which is as good as the first solo. And we finally reach the bridge. This bridge is led by the bass, very aggressive. Now the question is, what will happen? What happens is that we're back to that classic old school Wooden Leg beat from one of their previous albums. Yes, perfect way to end the song. The longest song on the album with an epic tale. Lyrics. Awesome continuation from part 1 of the Wooden Leg series. They bring back some past lyrics. On part 2, it has a tale of an individual getting revenge on the people who amputated him. After his success, he steals their limbs. He eventually gets cursed and chops off his head. Track got 1 out of 1. The final track, track number 11, Henry Martin. The intro begins with an acoustic guitar and Christopher singing along. The rest of the band joins in for the rest of the song. It's a very folk composition. You can rope it to this song. The outro ends the same way the intro begins, with the acoustic guitar and Christopher singing along. It's a short but decent song. Lyrics. Henry Martin is the youngest of 3 brothers. He sailed the sea and technically became a pirate to steal for him and for his brothers to survive. And got 0.5 out of 1. I tallied up the points and I got a 10.25 out of 11, which equals a 93%. Holy shit, this was an amazing album. A lot of people think this band's a joke. They're joke musicians. Yeah, you're right, they're hilarious. But if you listen to the instrumentals, they are amazing composers. Amazing. Very good work, Alestorm. They hit their prime for a second time. I love the album arrangement. The tracks are placed in the perfect order, except for the last song. They should have ended with the woodening. I really don't mind that the band experimented. I don't compare a newer album to their older material. I like rating them individually. It really did not bother me. It's very good. I've seen Alestorm live several times. Today's a bit special. I'm going to tell you a story. A very important story. It's based on a very serious topic. It's a tale of folk metal. Let's go back through time. In the summer of 2011, an album was just released. A young man stumbled upon this song. A single, if you will. Shipwrecked, it is called. Steve found his first folk metal band that he still listens to today, and that is Alestorm. The story continues. Steve went to his first pagan festival with a friend who knows a couple of songs from each band that performed. The show began with Huntress performing a couple of songs. My friend was into them, but I was not. I cannot remember the right order of the bands, but I can tell you that it was Alestorm's turn at last. Alestorm did an amazing job. My friend and I couldn't stop singing along. Next, Arcona hit the stage. My friend, she's crazy. She jumped in the pit. What am I saying? It's awesome. Let's rage and hit. Exdio joined the stage soon after. My friend, she was not a fan, but once they hit a chord, I was right on board. Thereafter, Teresa's went on. My friend, she was pleased, but I was amazed. What a phenomenon. I hope my old friend is doing okay. We went on separate paths, and maybe we will reunite one day. Unfortunately, this terrible poem comes to an end. I hope you will understand that my neighbor has an annoying dog, so there might be barking heard during the pod. Don't do me wrong, but hey, the barking works with Alestorm's theme in certain songs. I wrote this in roughly 5 minutes, but I will continue with the concert experience. The end. Thank you. So fucking cheesy, Lord. Alright, let's continue. Pagan Fest was such an amazing festival, but you got the gist of it in the poems. I'm moving on from this show. I've seen Alestorm live at Club Soda a second time since Pagan Fest was held at Club Soda. And on their last song, Christopher decided to crowd surf all the way to the bar. I'm still rhyming, what the fuck? Alright, I also saw them live once at the Corona Theater, once at Metropolis, and twice at Heavy MTL. Each and every time they show up to town, they have a great light show, the pits are wild, people bring swords and dress up as pirates. There's also rope pits, there's beach balls, a big ass yellow rubber duck, and just loads of beer. Alestorm came to town again on November 5th, 2019. They went to the Metropolis, but I was at another show that night. I was actually right next door at Fufun's for Rings of Saturn and Angel Maker. On November 6th, I decided to do a mini road trip to go see them in Ottawa. It's about a 2-hour drive, but I had an amazing time with my good friend Jer Bear. Don't worry, I will not provide you another diarrhea poem. You know how good that show was at Ottawa? Fucking wild. I had a great time. I even got to meet the guitarist, Mate. Shook his hand, took a picture. Very nice gentleman. Honestly, Alestorm, amazing work on the new release. I'm really proud, and I hope to see you soon live. And that's all I got to say for Alestorm. Honestly, I'm so pleased with this record. I have another podcast ready that I'm going to release next week. And then I think I'm going to actually review a Montreal-based band. I won't tell you who, but I have one in mind. I'd like to thank you all for listening to the Stage Dive Podcast. My name is Steve. Don't forget to stay punk, and don't forget to stay metal, you bunch of turkeys.